All right, everybody. We are 3 minutes to post from race 6 on the Wednesday before Belmont Stakes at Saratoga Racecourse. This is the first leg of the late pick 5. So one of the great things that PadsOut is good for is to help build these horizontal tickets. And since we do get the will pay information going into the first leg, I always love to consult PadsOut to kind of see which horses I want to use, how deep do I want to go, how's the favorite taking money, and then always factoring in, my opinion in the race as well as GiddyUpBets. So definitely don't put in any pick 5s, pick 4s, pick 3s, pick 6 on rare occasion when I play that without consulting PadsOut, especially for that first leg. So going into this race, I would say I felt this race was pretty wide open. I didn't really think there was any real standouts. So I do have a stronger opinion later in the card, so this is definitely a race that I'm hoping to use a few horses, try to beat a couple of the favorites, maybe catch a price here, and definitely make it through to be alive for some nice value later to a single that I have coming up in a couple races. So gonna open up PadsOut and take a look. Okay, so obviously, our eyes kind of gravitate towards the top for those PadsOut scores, and again, those the higher the PadsOut score, the bigger that percentage there is. Just the more money that the horse is taking in the horizontal will pays relative to the win pool. So, as you can see here, the number 4 Lupine, who is 23 to 1 in the win pool. Yeah, if you look at the pick 3, pick 4, pick 5, 15 to 1, 14 to 1, 13 to 1. So for a horse for Miguel Clement, who started 10 to 1 on the morning line, so definitely want to include that horse. For sure want to include the GiddyUpBets A's in 5 and the 12. It's pretty wide open that maybe the 3 is a little bit over bet here, as PadsOut is telling us, right? The 3 is currently the favorite in the win pool at 8 to 5, but is 3 to 1 in the pick 3 and 4 to 1 in the pick 4. So that tells me that this horse is taking too much money, is maybe a bad favorite, but a good opportunity to try to spread out a little bit and beat this horse and get some value in this late pick 5. And yeah, with that monster PadsOut score, but still a reasonable 13 to 1 in the pick 5. That's definitely a horse that, if I'm already going to go, spreading here and using several horses, I don't mind adding a 25 to 1 shot in that case when I think PadsOut kind of supports the move. So, yeah, that's how I use PadsOut in the start of a pick 5 ticket. We are punching this ticket now. Definitely love to get the 5 or the 12 home. Those are the GiddyUpBets A's at 2 nice prices. The 5 is 7 to 1. Who's definitely taken, took some money in the pick 5, was 6 to 1 in the pick 5. And then the 12 is 11 to 1, which is, pretty honest relative to that horse's prices in the pick 3 and pick 4, a little bit higher of a price in the double. I played 2 pick 5 tickets. 12 and the 5 are definitely horses that I used on both tickets. So I would love to be able to get one of those horses home at a nice price here. Love that we get Frank for Saratoga. He's just the best. All right, Lupine a little bit lower in the win pool, but still a pretty monster PadsOut score. And like I said, since we're trying to beat the favorite, definitely worth adding that horse. 12 from the outside looked like he broke pretty sharp. 12 kind of clears. Horse broke sharp. Come on, 12, what do you got? Come on, 12! Come on! That we like. That we like. Man, if you play the GiddyUpBets Exacta, that would have paid nice. I said his A's were 5-12. It came 12-5. That a boy, Mark. All right, we are live on 2 pick 5s with a nice 11 to 1 shot to start. Beat that favorite that we thought wasn't that good. In great position to make some money on this late pick 5. Let's go.